Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to start a game. Coaches always talk about from the opening whistle being locked in and being loaded and being ready to go. Taking the opening kick back for a touchdown, man, it doesn't get better than that.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights. All this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Here's the give off the left side. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Complete to the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this week.
And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Wants to throw on second down. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job. Stopped the play for no gain.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Third and goal from way back there. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Brings up second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Just steamrolling the defense. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's King. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Quarterback keeper. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Smashes through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Using his legs, it's Dickey. Hard running there. They get him on the ground. A 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He caught him. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be
going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quarterback checking off. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He'll come out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. It's complete to the right.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Looking to throw for it. Works the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawaii! Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes his connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead the...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
From the red zone, it's Dickey. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. He is smashing people. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Looking left. He's got it. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. And the Red Raiders pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Going up top on first down. Got a man. It's Hudson. Didn't pick up forward just a few. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Timber.
Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. First down, 10 yards to go. Give to the running back. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Kane. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. Boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
They keep attacking through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Now the pitch. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Warriors! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision. Get the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like...
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker out.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy came ready to play today, man. That is an unbelievable diving catch. He has been unstoppable today. Over 100 yards receiving already. Doesn't matter where he lines up, but if you're going to make catches like that, you're going to get...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the ball takes those crazy bounces out of bounds, and a huge loss for this offense. We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on 2nd down from the 14. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. Hits him with a stiff arm. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Acorn! Gorilla!
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down.
Flying down the right side. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Hawaii 42, Texas Tech 35.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. On the move. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They'll run it. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Dickey. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Moving out of the pocket. And And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This defense doing a great job bringing pressure, multiple looks, different guys, back-to-back plays. Now bringing up a 3rd and long. Pressure on the quarterback is coming.
Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Looking for more room. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your...
And he throws another interception. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a 1st down. That's how you do it.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. Picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Hawaii! And the beatdown has ensued. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Red Raider! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking for room at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Rainbow Warriors line it up with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback takes a knee. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a 3rd and goal? Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly it will. Throw